lounging, son.
Welcome back to the Comic Lounge. My name's Ryan, and once again, I am talking about a Ninja Turtle book. This is the third time that I've talked about this particular comic. First time, I did an overhead view, went through the original Raphael issue number 1 in the micro series from the 80s, the black and white series. Then I also recently did the book club episode. Dylan and we talked the black and white classics, which was the first 3 issues along with the Raphael one-shot. I've had this in my collection for a little while. I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with this one. This is the sketchbook series that IDW did, and it's, as it says, it's a series of special reproductions presenting one-of-a-kind spiral-bound project notebooks assembled and curated by none other than the TMNT co-creator himself, Kevin Eastman. You know, you even got this sketch on the back. Since I've already talked about the story twice, going through the original issue and then, bouncing the thoughts off of, Dylan when he talked about the comic with me in the book club episode, I thought I would just flip through this and show you guys why this book is so dope and why, even if you already have other versions of this, you should definitely have this in your collection as well, especially if you're a diehard TMNT fan like myself. It opens up with, in Kevin Eastman's own writing, talking about off top mentioning how without Peter Laird, this would not have exist, and it wouldn't exist as they do today. And how Casey Jones was the second human TMNT family character they added, and that this is just a little bit of behind the scenes of the creation of that particular character. I mean, he even says here it's one of his all-time favorite sketchbooks, and he dedicates it to his wife Courtney and his son Shane. And I just think this is really dope. I only have this one. It says book 2, so I'm not even sure what the first one is. This one I just came across, so I snatched it up. I didn't even think about the fact that it could be a series. So once I find that, you best believe I'll probably be doing an episode on that as well. This says right here, this was how Casey was imagined in 1984, and as of the time this was printed in 2016, that was 32 years. So it's already been 35 years since this drawing was done. Love this. This is the story idea, he typed out the outline instead of handwriting on a legal pad. And it took him so long to do it, and he didn't do it again for like 15 years until he figured out how to use a computer like this, coming up with the design, deciding what the name was going to be, the weapons he was going to use. You can even see the original, it's all yellowed from the original panel. That's pretty dope. This is what he's talking about, coming up with stuff on legal pads. And Casey Jones has always been one of my favorite characters in the Ninja Turtle universe. This is pretty cool too, getting to see him coming up with the different ideas for the logo. More sketches of Casey, more notes. This is very thorough in terms of coming up what they wanted to do with the issue, with the character. Glad they didn't do this little helmet. Or is this it's supposed to be a fucking baseball hat backwards. Yeah, I'm glad they stuck with the hockey mask. Definitely dope. This ad they were gonna do for the first issue, that's pretty cool too. More notes on the series, different ads that they were gonna do for the comic. Again, love seeing the old newsprint, love seeing the original stuff that I never even knew existed, man. Final design. This is the final design for the cover. It says right here, back in the old days we only did 2 colored covers, a black plate and a hand painted overlay that was filmed as a second cover plate. So that's pretty cool. That's how they got the red in that cover. Same thing with here for the back cover. Gotta love these layouts, man. Still my favorite Turtle Comics early stuff, man. I mean, obviously there's a lot of really good creators that come on board and continue to push the series forward. We have Rick Veitch, we got Michael Zulli, we have Jim Lawson comes on, Eric Talbot, just a ton of dope cartoonists take on the artistic reins when Eastman and Laird become busy with just running the franchise itself. But those early Turtle comics are still my favorite and always will be. no matter how many times I read them. Man, I'd love to see these in person. It's pretty cool to see these at original size. And pretty much like, I think I talked about this in that book that he did with Bill Sienkiewicz, where it also has the process pages, before Bill Sienkiewicz worked over Kevin Eastman's layouts. But, he's pretty much, how we see it in here in the layouts is almost exactly how it comes out in the finished product. And he doesn't change much. He may tweak a few things here and there, but for the most part, what you see here in layout stage is exactly what we get in the finished comic book. And even here, talking about an alternate page design for 14, he didn't love the top panel yet and wanted to tweak some other things. This is closer to what he's looking for. Again, another alternate page. So kind of cool to see what could have been as opposed to what we get at the end. Just more layouts of the entire. So this is the entire issue, and I mean, again, even if you have the single issue or you have the trade, this is definitely worthy to have in your collection, and definitely something that I think all Turtle fans should have, especially of the comics. And even here, I mentioned this in the other episode. The final page used for the issue, the park scene, is even used in the first Ninja Turtle movie in 1990. More designs for Casey, more different looks at him. Pretty cool. Pencil piece he said he found in his portfolio a few years ago, and he forgot he even did it. Pretty awesome, man. Really cool, really dope book. Definitely something that I would love to see them do this with more creators, more Ninja Turtle stuff, and not Ninja Turtle stuff. Like, I think IDW puts out some really great artist editions, and I think that this is a nice companion to that line of books where it's just a look into the artist's sketchbook, of a specific comic, right, or a specific series. So definitely, highly recommend this. Go pick it up. Ask your local shop to order it. That's where I got mine from. I got it from, I work at a comic shop, so I ordered one for myself, but they're still available to order. Really dope. Really affordable, only $30, which isn't that expensive, for this type of product. And as you can see, it's in comparison with like another comic book. This is the size, right? So it's a little bit larger. It's really cool look into Kevin Eastman's process and his art. And if you're not already following us, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at The Comic Lounge. Like, follow, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified every time a new vid goes up. And on that note, I'm out.